is RIzzyPOW, and this is going to be week 1 of the National Pokeball League. Today we're going to be going up against Razor Wolf 24. Make sure you go check him out. His link will be in the description. But yeah, he's a really good friend of mine. I was pretty happy when I found I was going to go up against Razor week 1 because I haven't actually battled him in league format before, and he's a pretty good friend, so pretty happy about that. And then I saw our matchup, and then I was really sad. Yeah, this is going to be week 1. It's the 26th today, so hope you guys had a very nice Christmas yesterday. Haven't been uploading in a little while because, you know, I've been a bit busy and stuff has been happening, and I've been lazy. That's actually the biggest reason. But yeah, we're going up against Razor this week, and I don't have the best matchup against him. I have actually a terrible matchup against him. But make sure you go check out all the other coaches. I'm not really going to link all of them in the description because that's a lot to link. But if you guys know, like, my friends and stuff, I'll be liking pretty much all of the NPL videos on Twitter. On my Twitter. If you guys don't follow me, make sure you go follow me at RIzzyPOW. You guys can probably see all of all the coaches there because I'm gonna be liking pretty much all of them. So you can definitely make sure to go and see all the other coaches there. But yeah, as you can see, actually you can't see yet. I'm about to read off my roster and Razor's roster right here, and you guys will see them on the screen. I'm actually just going to be using these team builders at the beginning of every video, just so you guys have a general consensus of my team. I'm not going to go too in-depth on my explanation, and I'm not even showing you the exact team I'm using. I actually change up the EV spreads a lot to just basic EV spreads because, you know, that's just how I want to roll. I don't really want to make it super in-depth, and so I just want to let you guys know this is not the exact team that I did bring versus Razor. The EV spreads are changed up, but yeah, my roster right here is Mega Kangaskhan, Hoop Unbound, Necrozma, Togekiss, Scolipede, Chandelure, Donphan, Tornadus Eye, Magneton, Suicune, and Bisharp. And my opponent's team is Tapu Koko, Garchomp, Scizor, Delmice, Mega Gyarados, Crobat, Cresselia, Emboar, Alakazam, Piloswine, and Heliolisk. So terrible matchup. So I'm just gonna tell you guys about the matchup. This is the team that I have right here. By the way, yeah, not a good matchup. So Mega Kangaskhan, obviously one of my best mons this season, for the majority of the season. It does a bit of work. So the most common set that I would bring versus Razor would be, you know, the bulky set definitely shines right here. So I could run it like Seismic Toss, Wish, Protect, and then Ice Beam for his Chomp. And that's what I originally had. I ended up changing Ice Beam to Toxic because he has a Cresselia that actually takes up 2 Seismic Tosses. But honestly, I should have brought, I could have Toxic'd it, and I should have honestly brought Ice Beam. Now looking back at it in hindsight. But oh well. Ice Beam was really good in this match for Chomp because he's probably going to run Rough Skin Rocky Helmet for my Kangaskhan, which is about 53% to King, which is kind of insane. I don't have a water resist besides Suicune, and if I can't really bring Suicune in this match because my team is super weak to electric types like Tapu Koko and Heliolisk, and he has dry skin on Heliolisk, so it would be so hard for me to bring a good Suicune set versus him because I can't run Mono Scald, and that means I can't really run Rest Talk. Just every time I bring out Suicune, he gets a free switch into his electric types. And my electric immunity is Donphan. And that's not the best electric type because Heliolisk is a very versatile in his moveset. It can run Surf and Grass Knot for Donphan. And as well as Tapu Koko can run Grass Knot for Donphan. And Donphan gets worn down very easily even if I run an AV set. Because I tried that, and he's also probably going to have U-turn on his Tapu Koko for my Hoopa. So it's just going to be really difficult, this match. It's a terrible matchup for this week. He can pretty much bring every single mon versus me. Every single mon is good versus me. So I decided that I'm going to be bringing a Scolipede. I have Buggy MZ right here, so this is a late game win condition. I Toxic Spikes mostly for the late game in case I can get like a layer of spikes up, can secure me the game to just get a Toxic off on, not Toxic, but poison his Gyarados and Heliolisk, just to put them in range of like Hoopa or something. So that's why I have that. Buggy MZ Megahorn, Z Megahorn does like 60% to defensive Chomp. It can chunk Scizor. Can't really do much to Crobat, but Crobat isn't super scary to my team since I do have like a Magneton and stuff. But my next set, I did talk about this, just a mixed defensive Kangaskhan. Why is Double Edge right here? That's not supposed to be Double Edge. I don't know why it says Double Edge. But Toxic, Witch Protect. So this is my Kangaskhan right here. My next mon is going to be Choice Scarf Hoopa. We just got 3 attacks. We got Trick, so I can maybe trick its Cresselia or something. I didn't really use it too much in my mock battles, but it did come up. I have Thunderbolt. I have Dark Pulse obviously as my main stab. His Dark Resist is Gyarados, I think that's his only one. I mean, he has Tapu Koko, but that's not the best Dark Resist because he's going to be taking damage every time he switches in, which is fine with me. And then Gyarados, which does chew Dark Pulses, but if he isn't Mega Evolved yet, then he can't really switch into them. I have Psyshock. Psyshock is also really good once Mega Gyarados goes down. He doesn't really have a good resist besides Scizor, and I can trap Scizor. I have Psyshock instead of Psychic because Psyshock actually OHKOs Heliolisk, whereas Psychic only does like 60 to 70%. So I thought this would be a better way to revenge kill his Heliolisk. So that's why I have that. Thunderbolt because if I'm against his Crobat, I can click Thunderbolt versus him and kill it without me going for Psyshock and giving him a free D-Dance with a Mega Gyarados. So yeah, that's why I have that. My next mon, Custap Berry Donphan. These are obviously on the right EV spreads is missing 4. This is not the exact EV spread at all that I brought, but I have an Endeavor Custap Berry Donphan, which is pretty good versus him because I can like take a Waterfall from Gyarados and then Endeavor it or something. Especially if I get down to my Sturdy with my Tapu Koko or something, and I can do a lot of damage to his team. Ice Shard is very nice because it just hits some of his team. So there's that. My next mon is Togekiss. I just decided to go with the defensive Togekiss because Rocky Helmet allows me to get chip damage off on Gyarados, which you can put in range of stuff like Hoopa, can put in range of Seismic Toss, stuff like that. Dazzling Gleam does over 50%. It does about 50% to his Gyarados. And he has a Mega Ball first turn, so there's that. Dazzling Gleam also damages stuff like Chomp, stuff like that. I was going to bring like Colbert Berry Necrozma with TOA, but I decided not to do that because Taunt is the most obvious set versus me with Mega Gyarados. He's probably going to bring Taunt Mega Gyarados with Double Stab and Dragon Dance. So there's that. I have Heal Bell support just for my Mega Kangaskhan because this is probably the most obvious set. He probably has Toxic on Chomp. Can always Heal Bell that off at some point. And then the next mon is an Eviolite Magneton, which can take hits from stuff like it can take hits from stuff like what is it? It can take a hit from Mega Gyarados, hit up with the Volt Switch. Can take a hit from like Alakazam and stuff, although I didn't really necessarily think it was going to bring Alakazam. I can also switch in pretty well into his Cresselia unless he has HP Ground, and I can hit up with a Toxic, so that's very nice. I can trap Scizor, and I can switch into Crobat. That's the main thing that I can do with this. So yeah, that's the team that I have. I'm not really going to go in depth on my thought process. I did spend actually a ton of time overall on this team, so there's that. I have a terrible matchup. I really wanted to somehow win this game, but I did not think it was going to be very possible. The matchup is just super rough. I have nothing for like double electrics, and I did draft pretty bad. So the matchup was just not. It was almost impossible to win. Like it was real bad. Yeah, obviously I could have won, but like I can win. Obviously I can, but it's going to be extremely difficult. I had to get chip damage off on everything to put in range of either one of my win conditions being Hoopa or even Scolipede, but it's just going to be very difficult. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Actually, I was also thinking about bringing Rockium Z Rock Slide for his Crobat, so there was that, but I ended up not bringing that. I thought Toxic Bikes were better because in my mocks they helped me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the actual battle. Peace. Yo, what is up, guys? Actually, I already did my intro, so because the team builder was in the beginning of the video, so I didn't need to say that, but I did anyway because I'm a cool dude. And I should probably restart this recording because I made a mistake, but fuck it, you know. So this is my battle with Razor. Obviously, if you guys did not see the team builder, very, very terrible matchup. I know I have stuff like Mega Kangaskhan and Hoopa, which are amazing in, like you could say, in the format or just in general. but still my matchup is just awful this match. So when I looked at his team, I saw he did not have good answers to Mega Kangaskhan. He did not bring Cresselia, which is very huge because I can Toxic some I can Seismic Toss everything, and he, like, what I was thinking of this match, I was thinking that he was probably Anchor Shot Delmice with Toxic to trap my Kangaskhan. Maybe with like Resto Chesto, someone brought that in a mock and that beats Kangaskhan 1v1 because he doesn't have much for it. He could also be Toxic Crobat with Roost, which also does beat it 1v1. If he can beat it on the switch in, or if he can Toxic on the switch in or something, he can keep on roosting and spam Roost. Chomp obviously was probably going to be Rocky Helmet, and then he has the 2 electric types, which are just so scary versus my team. I expected them both to be Life Orb, just so he can switch up moves. I think switching up moves is very important for him this match. Mega Gyarados just expected the DD taunt set. I expected bulky Crobat, and yeah, this is a team. He didn't bring stuff like Cresselia, and that was kind of nice because he doesn't really have the best Seismic Toss switch in, except his Delmice. And I guess his actually does have decent Seismic Toss switch-ins. But yeah, let's just get into the battle. So I decided to lead off with my Donphan because I can get a Rocks up. I can also, some chip damage off on my Donphan isn't terrible because it puts me in range of Waterfall from Gyarados to put me in my Custap Berry, puts me in range of like just some certain attacks which can put me in my Custap Berry range, like Earthquake from Garchomp and stuff if I do get some chip damage. Plus, I expected to lead off with one of his electric types, so there's that, and I can just EQ this first turn. I should have honestly probably gotten up Rocks. I think I might have gotten up Rocks. Did I go for EQ? No, I did go up for my Rocks. I didn't expect him to stay in right there. Got my Rocks up right there because, you know, they're very nice for his team. He did send in, hit this thing. So this thing is kind of scary. Decided to go hard into my Togekiss. Just because I can get some chip damage off on this. And he does do a lot of damage to me, but it's fine. Right here, I should have probably roosted up. But I just go for a Dazzling Gleam. And I do get a crit. That crit is really nice because it puts him in range. You know, now he's already in range of Dark Pulse from Hoopa. And that's really, really good for me. I'm just going to go on to this, and this is actually an electric terrain, so it did a ton of damage. And he's just going to go on a Delmice. He probably has Earthquake, so I'm just going to Volt Switch out of there. That was an electric terrain, and that damage tells me that he is AV, which is perfect because that means he doesn't have Toxic. So I can just go hard into Mega Gyarados because I know I can take anything he wants to hit me with. He probably does have Rapid Spin, but that's fine. I'm now just going to go for a Toxic right over here, as I miss, which is really, really bad. But it's fine. I'm just going to go get a Wish off right over here as he goes out into his Tapu Koko. I'm going to Protect right here, which is fine with me. And he go for the Thunderbolt right there, so I'm just going to stay in. He crits me, which is fine, but I just go for another Wish. Just because I thought he might have gone for Volt Switch. I didn't want to take Rocky Helmet with my Mega Kangaskhan and get my Wish up right here. And if I had Ice Beam, I would have been able to just Ice Beam right there, which would have been perfect. Now he goes for Toxic, and I don't really have a good Toxic switch in, so I don't really want to do anything. My Togekiss is kind of low, especially with Rocks up, so I don't want to go hard into that. And I know I have Heal Bell in the back, so I want to get a Toxic off on his Chomp. And right here, I went for Wish, and the switch into Kiss was so obvious. I really should have been aggressive right here and just gone for a Seismic Toss. I was almost positive he was going to switch out, and I was already in the back already just because of my poor matchup, and Togekiss was already weakened. I should have just gone for a Seismic Toss right here and played it really aggressively, but I decided to actually just switch out and get a lot of health back in this. But now he has a switch into this, and that is really bad for me because I don't have a switch in. So I'm going to go hard out into this as I do get the prediction right, and Thunderbolt does do damage. And right here I double out actually into my Magneton. Honestly, I should have not done that because he doesn't know what kind of Donphan I am yet, and if I'm Spadef or AV, Grassnot does not kill, so there's no way he was going to stay in right there, and he was probably going to go for a U-turn right here. So I should have honestly just stayed in, and either I didn't have spin on this, I should have just gone for like an EQ or something like that, or even got my Rocks up. That would have probably been a better play. But right here I decide to switch out into my Magneton, just trying to pivot around this thing because I can't beat it very well. But he goes onto that, and that Thunderbolt is going to kill me. The crit did not matter because it is an electric terrain. And now I'm just going to go on to this as I can hit up with an ice shard, and that does a lot of damage. So I'm not going to go into this as he does go for the gyro ball. I did expect him to go for a gyro ball. I was thinking that he would. I was really close to just staying in, going for another ice shard, but I decided not to do that. He goes on to this, and the reason now I get switching to Togekiss, and now I can heal bell off my Kangaskhan, which is just perfect for me. And now my Togekiss just dies. But as you can see, he's AV Delmice, which doesn't make too much sense for me. Well, I mean, it does, but like he doesn't have much for Kangaskhan, so I'm expecting right now to be like Roost, Toxic, Crobat. That's the plan. That's what I'm thinking with Black Sludge. But right here, I can just switch into my Kangaskhan. Right here, I can get some damage off on this thing, or I can just wish up. I think I just wish up. I don't actually click Seismic Toss at all in this match, which is kind of crazy. But he goes for a U-turn right here. I think right here, do I just go for... I think I just go for another wish. Yeah, I did, because the reason why I didn't go for a Seismic Toss is because he was gonna U-turn out into his Chomp right here, and this thing was Rough-Skin Rocky Helmet, so I can't, like, the thing is that I know a lot of people are gonna be like, you didn't click Seismic Toss like at all in this match, and yeah, I didn't, but it was really difficult for me to click it because, you know, he obviously always had switch-ins into his Garchomp, and I took 53% if I took it, and my Mega Kangaskhan got really weakened, and I wanted this to be a win con this match, especially because I'm low. I need to keep it around, and so I just go for a wish right here. I can pass it into my Donphan, which is already low, so that's why I do that. And right here I can just I think he goes for an Earthquake right here. No, he doesn't. He actually saves this around for Mega Kang. But I'm going to be able to get my rocks up right here, and he's in range of Ice Shards. So I get to keep my rocks up this match, which is very nice for me. And now he goes down to Gyarados, and this is not a good position for me. I'm going to have to go for an EQ. And my Cuss-Up Berry obviously is not going to save me at this point. So I'm going to go for an EQ right here just to get some damage off. As let's see, I got a lot of damage off. He's now at 23%, but I don't really have anything for this because my water resists do not exist. Kangaskhan does tank one, but Kangaskhan definitely is my win condition this match. Once this thing dies, I'm really close to winning with Hoopa. I definitely am, but the only problem with that is that I could win with Psyshock potentially because everything is really weakened, except I need Tapu Koko a bit more weakened because it's at full health. So Hoopa is definitely a win condition right here, but I'm trying to win the game with my Mega Kangaskhan at this point. So right here, Donphan dies, and I have to go into Scolipede, and I need to win a 50-50. So I go into Scolipede right here, and I spent a while thinking about this play, and I'm just going to go for a Protect right here because what Protect does is that, yes, he can Dragon Dance on my Protect, but like it's a 50-50 whether he attacks or Dragon Dances right here, and I'm just going to go for a Protect because that gives me a 50% chance to get a Protect on the second turn, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to go for Protect right here, and if he Dragon Dances up, then so be it. I need to get this double Protect right here. And if I do get a double Protect, I honestly think I could win the game because Kangaskhan plus Hoopa do, like, it does, like, I don't know how he'd beat it. I mean, he does have some stuff like Focus Blast on Heliolisk, but I have to pivot out with Hoopa and stuff. And so right here, I have to go for, I gotta go for the Poison Jab right over here. So I have to go for the double Protect right here, and let's see if I can get it. I don't get it, so that is really bad, and pretty much I don't have any chance of winning this game unless I crit with Hoopa, and I actually fucked that up too because right here, obviously I know I can live one, and obviously I should click Seismic Toss right here, but for some reason I got really down on myself after I got that 50-50 wrong, and I didn't get the double Protect, which obviously, yeah, that was hacks, but like, not saying like I deserved it or anything, but like I'm just saying I was really like kind of like my mind was in the right place, and I just thought that I 100% lost, which I could have still crit with Hoopa with Psyshock on his Tapu Koko. And right here my best play was just to go for a Seismic Toss because I also lower the differential because I do tank one. because Mega Kangaskhan is ridiculously fat. But I go for Wish for some reason. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why. So right here, my Mega Kangaskhan dies, and my Hoopa does. But yeah, if I did get that Seismic Toss, it would have still been a 4-0. So there's that. I mean, I could have played off of Razor choking, but I don't know. I really did fuck up this match a little bit. I think I should have played a lot more aggressively this match. Just because I knew I had a terrible matchup. I know I got 5-0'd, guys, and I have a Mega Kangaskhan. I really don't want to hear it, guys. This is actually a really difficult video for me to record because I did spend a lot of time on the team, and I don't want people to be on like, you had a Mega Kangaskhan and you're still getting destroyed. So yeah, oh shit. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully I can get W super in the future. But yeah, for now, this is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.